Hello everyone and welcome back to Chronos Plays Trails in the Sky the Third. Today we're still in the prologue and we're apparently going to be fighting these guys. I guess we're going back to Conrad dude up front, right? Yeah, let's heal again. Let's use this one. There you go. Should I check these rooms again? They're all locked. Probably. Oh, 4 this time. You guys had a lot of brothers. Well, the more we're gonna level up. Probably use an item next time I need a heal. Locked. Sure. Yeah, I mean, we'll check it anyways, in case there's like conversation piece or something. I wouldn't mind ransacking the library a little bit. What we got? Puppies. Well, not really puppies, they're kitties! There you are. On the name of the Northern Jaegers, we won't let you go any further. Huh. So you really are an active Jaeger group, and a pretty famous one to boot. Still, I guess get stuff's rough going for your country and all, but I couldn't ask you to just, I don't know, step aside? How dare you? What do you know about the hardships endured by our people? We don't allow ourselves to be shamed for defeat here. I mean, really? Not as long as we suffer. I should have known. Okay then I'll come at you with all I got. Sure. This is technically not new, but let's go ahead and look at it anyways. Yeah, sure, go for it. That's new in the fact that we've not fought kitties and men before at the same time. Oh, that's really good positioning. Thank you. At the very least 2 of you are dead. Maybe 3? Oh yeah, 3 of you are totally dead. You're not gonna attack me, huh? Your sword was long enough. I hope you know that.
Alright, what's next?
Probably more battles against the same type of enemies. Level up. Do we fully heal in level ups?
What is all this commotion?
We believe there is an intruder, sir. And a competent one at that.
An intruder? And just what do you think I paid good mare to hire you for? I don't care if he's alive or full of holes. Get rid of him!
Oh, getting me dead or alive is too much to ask of those guys.
Who the hell are you? Wait, a priest? No.
Yeah, I figured with something like this in your possession, you'd at least have heard of us.
How dare you? Give that back, that's mine!
Wrong answer. This belongs to the goddess, and it needs to be rightly returned to her. It's not something mere mortals like you should be keeping for yourselves.
Kill him! Kill him and get me back my locket now!
Oh, that thing has a shield on it too? Herman Conrad, in accordance with the laws of the church and in the name of Adios, I am placing you under arrest. You stand charged with unauthorized possession of and illegal use of an artifact.
Don't you think you get away with this? You might be with the church, but I am with the Rhineford. I am on Rhineford directed. If you lay a hand on me...
Oh, don't you worry. We cleared this with the big guys already. I'm sure you got a pretty good idea just how recklessly you've been acting with this thing, right? You've been causing a whole lot of trouble for a whole lot of people, you know? Guys like you have a habit of making themselves no shortage of enemies, and you've done a stellar job on that. So just accept that your luck's run out and come quietly, Kay?
No. No!
Nice punch. Couldn't just make this easy for me, could you? So much for being a piece of cake. Catching guys like this alive is more like trying to sneak off with the whole damn thing. Stop right there! Oh, actual fully dressed Jaegers. Oh, you pulled out all the stops just for little old me? Now I get why you guys are so popular. That's some quick work getting all dolled up and ready to take me down.
Silence! You might have had your way before, but that's not how it's gonna go this time. And just so you know, there's an entire company of us on this ship. Even if you have a hostage you can't use against, even if you have a hostage you can use against us, you got nowhere to run.
Well, we're all lucky boys and girls today, huh?
What? What are you talking about?
If this idiot here had been branded a heretic, I would have had to hunt each and every one of you down to the last member.
What? What's up with this guy?
Well, don't let it get to you. Keep up the good work for your homeland or whatever. Just don't go giving us a reason to slaughter you in the process. I mean, it's kind of dark, but I kind of get it at the same time. Oh, did we catch on to that airship? Or that airship catch-ups? Probably more. Right?
Impossible. Those Gralsritters are monsters.
Oh, there's the wizard, dude! You are straight out of goddamn Dragon Quest. That was quite a splendid show. But our tale is only just beginning, Kevin Graham. I got a fancy mask. And these horns on my shoulders. After all, I have only just awoken. Did you wake up wearing that, or did you hunt out that outfit? No, like, seriously. Is like the first thing you do when you wake up from whatever the hell you woke up for? Go, I need to find evil attire that match my evil schemes. I mean, I get it, right? If I woke up after, like, a long sleep, I'm not sure how long you were out. That might have been a metaphor, right? At the same time, I'd probably like, look, give me some badass digs so I can take over the world. Probably skip the, like, not symmetrical horns on the shoulders, though. I mean, I saw her on the cover. Actually kind of thought it was Estelle at first, but no. Dude, who's standing next to me? No one? Okay, I saw feet! Dog. Hopefully this song's not copyrighted. I haven't really had much issue with Trails in the Sky and copyright, but you never know. I think it was the final episode of the first and the second chapter. There's Estelle and Joshua. Ren, and I think that was Richard? Oh, that was just everyone, huh? I don't know you. I know you! Nothing else? That's actually kind of a quick intro. Good song, though. Septian Church, Gralsritter's operated special ops airship, something or other. Congratulations for completing your operation, sir. My thoughts exactly. That seemed to be a rather easy one for you in the end, too. Compared to what they're usually like, it was. If I had a bit more time, I could have enjoyed some private time with a real gem of a woman, too, but I'll have to settle for crying myself to sleep. I wouldn't call her a gem of a woman, by the way. Not this again. Unless you want another earful from the commander, you might want to start taking your work more seriously. I know. Lighten up a little, yeah? I swear, I'll never get how you hard-headed types end up assigned to a slacker like me. May come as a shock, but you are a Dominion, you know. We can't very well have you acting alone without any form of backup. As long as you're here and the ship is under your command, then slacker or not, we're here too. Even then, you've got a lot less squires in your service than you should have. Maybe you should have take this chance to gather up a few more. I think I'm gonna have to pass. That'll just make it even harder for me to work on my own. I thought you'd say that. I'd prefer if you would actually trust us to help you a little more, sir. I mean, all we could do in that salt pail operation was transport to this thing. You say that like that as if transporting isn't a huge responsibility in itself. After all, the last thing we wanted was him catching wind of it and becoming wary of us. Is something wrong? Not a thing. Anyways, as per the original plan, we need to get ourselves back to Arteria ASAP. We should be able to reach there by noon tomorrow, or today, now, I guess. Got it. Oh, warning? Where's it from? Arteria, apparently. Oh, it's a call. Call from Commander Selnet. Wait, Selnet? Are you... Oh, you are kidding me. Getting a call from her right now after a mission is always a bad, bad sign. Let's get this over with. Put her through. Alright. Evening, Kevin. It sounds like you did well. Fill me in on the details. Basically went without an issue, except for all the killings that I had to do. The artifact was the Fool's Gold Locket. There was a sign of society involvement, but it looks like they cut any ties with him a long time ago. I see, as I thought then. Good work all around. I'll say you deserve a well-earned rest, but unfortunately I can't grant you one right away. And here we go. Is something the matter? Oh, I'm just Danny. Please continue. Well then, as much as I hate to spring this on you immediately after finish one mission, I've got something I'd like you to do for me. Huh. Regarding a heretic, I assume? Not this time. All I want you to do is pick something up. The object in question is currently being held underneath the Grancel Cathedral. Grancel? Do you think this object may be somehow related to the Aureole? It's a distinct possibility, and I count on you to handle this. Alright. That said, we've already got one artifact on this ship that needs transporting back, so I'll let the crew here take that to Arteria. I'll handle going to Liberl on my own. That's fine with me. Oh, incidentally, you won't actually be alone. I've dispatched a rookie squire to you. They'll be serving you from now on, so do play nice, won't you? Wait a minute. Wait just 1 minute. You can't just spring a rookie on me out of nowhere like that. Huh. Meetings ordained by the goddess always come suddenly unannounced. Don't worry, though. They won't be a burden. The abilities they demonstrated during training were truly something special. Well, I will be praying for your success. Gop? Gop? Well, congratulations on the new recruit. We were only just saying you could do with more squires serving you. And I so was not down. I can't believe this. Oh, she never changes, I swear. If all the people reading that book had any idea what a hellion she is in real life. Oh, Cornelia? I always wondered whether publishing it was really a good idea, but to be honest, it's a complete advertisement saying we exist in the world. If anything, I'd say a book that while just serves to make people less likely to believe we actually exist. And then the heroine died in it too, which obviously is a big fat lie. If they actually met her, they'd know she's the kind of woman who could probably take a bullet to the head and ask for a cigarette first thing. That was actually a good one. I think we should probably refrain from commenting here. Anyways, you guys heard her. I'm gonna leave taking care of everything else relating to our mission to you guys. Just follow the money trail. There might still be hidden accounts we don't know. Understood, sir. What will you do from here? We'll need to return to Arteria, obviously, but we can drop you off somewhere. You can put me down in any old state we pass on the way here or there, preferably near a town that has an international flights going out of it, I guess. Got it. What? What is that? Oh, it looks like the sun's starting to come on. Oh, yeah, it's very yellow. I don't know why that was lined off there, but sure. Like the light. Prologue, the Gralsritter. Did I get achievement? Okay, you don't give me achievement? Maybe it doesn't appear? I don't know. Sometimes Steam games are like that when you're recording. Oh. Pictures of the birds, huh? Is it just you? That's a lot of pictures, Dorothy. Like, holy crap.
They're gone out of sight now. I wonder if they're busy migrating. It looks like they can't keep up with the ship, though. It's not every bird can be as fast as a sig. But they were just so cute! Or they were just the cutest!
Young man's voice. Well, look who it is. Oh, it's Kevin. I was expecting someone else, actually.
I know you!
It really is you. Long time no see, Dorothy. I sure wasn't expecting to run into you here. Funny coincidence, huh?
It really is. It's good to see you again, too. Father...
You don't remember my name, do you?
Don't be silly. Of course I do. It's, Oh, I remember. It's Onion Graham.
But of course, how lucky I am to have been named after such a multi-purpose plant.
That's not even a name, Dorothy.
You really did forget, didn't you? And yet you somehow managed to remember my last name like it was nothing.
I was just being silly. A couple of days ago, I had this amazing onion hot pot over in the Eastern Quarter in Calvard, so I still get onions on the brain. I couldn't believe a hot pot was with just onions in it could taste that good, but I swear it did. It was so comforting and sweet. That's how I ended up saying onion instead of your name.
Well, whatever. So if you insist you haven't forgotten, what is my name then?
I do insist. I'd never forget. It's lovely to see you again, Jasmine Graham.
And of course, how lucky I am to have been named after such a fragrant plant. That might be an actual name this time, but it's a woman's name.
Oh, I see. So you're here to carry out a follow-up investigation on all the trouble that happened earlier this year?
Yeah, that's about the gist of it, yeah. Come to think of it, how'd you end up on an international liner like this? You said you were in the Eastern Corner, right? Were you there to write about it for the Liberl News?
Yep. Niall actually let me go on my own this time, too.
Huh, that was, daring of him. I'm not sure I want to let you handle traveling abroad for a report alone. Then again, it's only by taking on positions of responsibility that people can properly grow, for the most part.
Oh, I'm doing plenty of that. I mean, I wasn't sure what I'd do when I ended up in Calvard instead of the Bose market, but I managed just fine.
Wait a second. Niall told you to go to Bose, not Calvard?
He sure did. But then I got on the airship and fell asleep, and before I knew it, I was chilling out in the Calvard capital. Weird, huh?
It sounds like you got on the wrong airship to me. Let my brain catch up. So you were in the Republic for literally days when you weren't even supposed to be there at all? Did you even have enough money to manage? Or, Edius, help us, a passport?
Well, fortunately there was someone from the Liberian embassy at the airport who could issue me a temporary passport, so that was okay. And then tons of people were really nice to me and helped me while I was there, so I had all the dough a girl could ask for.
I don't even know where to start. Niall must be worried sick about you, huh?
You think? He didn't sound so hot when I called him yesterday to say that I'd be coming back to the office today. I kept telling him that all that smoking is bad for him, but he never listens.
I don't think you can pin the crime on tobacco this time, Missy. I mean, you're right. Thank you all for taking this journey abroad the Gretna today. We'll be arriving at our terminal, Grancel City, in roughly 30 minutes. We ask that you take this chance to check that you have all your belongings with you and to return to your seats before you begin our landing. Until then, please enjoy the remainder of your flight. Sounds like we're almost there. I'm gonna walk around the ship to kill some of the last half hour. How about you?
I'm not sure. I suppose I might as well go and snap some photos. It's not often I get to take an international liner like this.
Sounds like a plan. See you later, then.
Later!
I like Dorothy. Did you hear the announcement? Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure I have all my belongings because they all fit into my pocket. Yep, they're all there. Hello. You don't have a name, so you're not important. That's rude, Chronos. I know, but he doesn't have a name. If he had a name, probably be important. I'm mentioning fishing. We should probably go fishing. Not in real life, but in game. I don't know if that's going to be in this game. Simon. This guy's important. He has a name. So you pay attention. You know, always pay attention to people arguing, even if they don't have a name. Though not many people in reality don't have a name. Unless they literally choose to not have a name.
But even then, they still have a legal name because you kind of need that stuff for like paperwork and notifications and licenses and actually like getting credit or a bank account. I wonder how many people. Well, there's Prince, right? The artist formerly known as Prince had the symbol as his name, quote unquote. Was that legal? I don't think that was legal. I think that was just like sort of not a stunt. Well, it probably was a stunt as well, but I think that was more like something he just did on his own. Oh, Ymir. Okay, well, we know Ymir from previous games, but apparently he doesn't know Kevin. Why is it so framey? Huh. I'll check that out. Maybe this is a setting or something. Weirdly enough, though, compared to like the first two games, when I loaded this one up, there wasn't like a config or anything like that. It was like, hey, start time. Like, oh, okay, sure. There was options, sure. That was later in the game, but... Well, not later in the game, but like just at the menu. But there was no config. Which is kind of weird. Because in config, you could usually set the speed of the turbo mode. Go outside. And this one, the turbo mode is like super fast. Armand, we've seen you before, yes? Then again, you're on your... Armand and Ellie, do I know... Were you the two that get married in, or were going to get married in Estelle's town? Was that Estelle's town? I can't think of the name. Yeah, don't invite strangers to family gatherings, please. What's a Liberl? I like your coat. Assuming you're no one special because of the lack of a name. I mean, Liberl has had a rough of it the last, what, year or so in this timeline? It's like 2 years, right? Almost 2 years? Because there was like the first game that went over a couple months, and then there was the second game that took up, I'm assuming, a couple months as well. And this is further in the future than that. This is a passenger announcement. We'll soon be arriving in Grancel City, the terminus of this liner. We suggest that all passengers return to their seats as soon as possible, as the airship may be unsteady during landing. I mean, sure. I don't know why it would be framey, though. It's literally a 2D game. Well, okay, it's not too 2D, but because those are 3D models, they're just kind of different style. But it's graphically not that intense, right? It's so lovely to be back here again. The Republic was a wonderful place too, but you can't beat the air here in Liberl. I wouldn't believe all that stuff happened half a year ago, looking at Grancel now, either. So it's been 6 months. It's all completely back to normal. The people here are sure strong for what's usually such a peaceful country. Well, it's a country ruled by a queen. Everyone knows women are tough in the face of adversity. I'm not sure whether you're a perfect example of that or the opposite. You're right about the air here, though. It is nice. Nostalgic, almost. Makes me feel a little homesick. Your home's in Arteria, right? The place with all the really big churches and stuff? Nah, I'm not actually from Arteria. Not many people are. It's actually pretty darn small, like smaller than most states around the continent. It's where the high seat of the Septian Church is, so lots of pilgrims and clergymen gather there, but few actually are born there. Oh, really, huh? So where are you from then? Dorothy? Oh, is it Niall? Oh, Niall! I'm home, did you miss me? Did I miss you? Of course I miss you! What on Dio's name have you been doing? I sent you the Bose, how did you end up in Halvard? You were definitely on the westbound liner, I'm sure of it. I don't really know. Oh wait, actually, I might actually know. Go on then, spit it out. I bet I'm a sleepwalker. After I got on the right airship, I fell asleep and then sleepwalked onto the wrong one. To think that all of this could turn out to be a part of an elaborate murder plot. Wowie! All of a sudden I feel like I've walked right into a mystery novel.
Sleepwalkers don't change airships, you idiot. Ugh, I'm all out of breath now. That's from the smoking.
Are you alright? I really don't think you should. I do think you should cut back on your smoking. You're not as young as you used to be. Oh, right. Your 30th birthday was last.
You're 30? I thought you were like in your 40s, dog.
Happy birthday! I bought a cake over in Calvard and had a big celebration for it, too.
How is it that you can remember useless crap like that and not the things that actually matter? I bet you were just looking for an excuse to eat cake all by yourself, weren't you?
You should have seen it, Al. It was made with Eastern matcha, so it was unlike any cake I had ever seen. And that perfect blend of sweetness and bitterness was just sublime. I took lots and lots of cute pictures of it, so I'll show you them all later.
You bought me pictures of a cake? At least bring a souvenir.
Man, they really always felt like they could go into business as a comedy duo and actually make money off of it.
But they're even more of a crack up now. Wait a second.
Nice to see you again, Niall. You're looking same old, though maybe you're not as happy about that.
What are you doing here? Please tell me she didn't end up going to Arteria and causing trouble there too.
Your wish is my command. We just ran into one another on that airship by total coincidence, that's all.
Oh, good. You had me worried for a minute. I was scared stiff she's gone and smashed some super expensive stained glass window in the cathedral there, or who knows what.
I'm so sorry for what you have to put up with. Oh, you're too much of a worrywart.
Whose fault is that? Whose fault do you think that is? Still, it's good to see you again, Father. What brings you to Liberl? Something else happened here?
Just a bit of a work-related business I gotta take care of. It's not part of a major investigation, so don't go getting your hopes up. Nothing of interest is gonna happen.
Sure it's not. I'll be the judge of that. Anyways, so where are you staying this time? Grancel Cathedral? Well, I'll have to drop by and say hi sometime when I get the chance.
Go for it.
In the meantime, I'm dragging your butt back to the office, Dorothy. You're going to tell us all about what the hell you've been doing these past 2 weeks.
You betcha! I snapped these photos of every meal I had while I was over in Calvard, and I'm sure if we develop them, I'll be able to remember everything.
I'm not talking about your gourmet report.
He's literally gone for 2 weeks.
Seeing those two together really makes it sink in that I'm back here.
Thinking about it, I wonder how all the others here are doing. I know Estelle and Joshua are abroad at the moment, but I've got no idea what the others are up to. Is that you, Father Graham? Lieutenant Colonel Sid!
It's good to see you again. I'm pleased to see you've been keeping well since we last met at that banquet.
Same to you, sir. I gotta say, I wasn't expecting you to be the army representative who came to meet me, though. I figured it'd be Julia. Oh, I wish. It may have been, but she's currently out on another mission, so unfortunately you'll have to make do with me. I didn't have anything better to do, so I came in her place. There's no need to be so modest. A little bird told me that you're going to be promoted to a full-on colonel soon, aren't you? I shouldn't be surprised that your people have such a good information network, but still I am. Still, I'm afraid I feel the position is too much responsibility for me as I am. Brigadier General Bright still has plenty of work left in him, too. I wouldn't want to take any of it from him. Poor Cash is still getting work to the bone, huh? Anyways, getting down to business it's in Grancel Cathedral, right? That's correct. It's being kept underneath it, to be more specific. Although I imagine you're already aware of that. I hear laymen like myself can't even enter it without the knight's permission. Pretty much. It's a special place, you see. I'll fill you in on the details when we get there. Alright then. Well, we may as well head over there right now. There's someone I want you to meet in the cathedral. Huh? Who? Let's just say someone who's been assisting with this case. They'll be appraising you on the details on what you're dealing with there. I mean, I would have liked to explore, but sure. Oh, is that Charizard? No. It's an old woman. Sorry, sorry, Shira. No one that looks familiar. Mostly generic. Oh, let's have those two right there. Let's say mostly generic NPCs. Ah, there you are. It's good to see you again, Gralsritter. You look very well. Huh, and you must be... Woman in white. I wasn't expecting you to be quite this young. How old are you? What? It's 22, but... That's a lot younger than I expected. Are the Gralsritters really so short-staffed they'd be handing over their most important post to kids? Can't blame you for assuming the 5th Dominion would look more like a veteran, can you? Your surprise is written all over your face. Someone in your position should have much better poker face than that. Maybe you need to redo your training from scratch. Or you're just acting, I wonder. How do you... Professor Russell, please. Oh, is this Tita's mom? He isn't here for you to try and pick a fight with him. Please try and be a little less deliberately provocative. What? Hell no. He's here to steal the thing we went through so much effort to bring up, and you want me to play nice? And kindly don't call me that ever again? I don't want to be addressed in the same way as that old coot. Of course, ma'am. Wait, Russell? Then are you... I suppose I should introduce myself. I'm Erica Russell. I'm sure it's not a name you're going to be forgetting anytime soon. I love the expression on her face, by the way, when she get mad. Still, didn't expect to run into little Tita's mother here. I heard you and your husband were both living abroad. What brought you back? What do you think? After all that went down here, there's no way I'm staying out of the country any longer than I had to. Though, with how remote the region we are in is, it was all over by the time word reached us. Had we found out sooner, I sure wouldn't have let that maniac pull half the crap he did. It doesn't sound like you're too happy with the professor nowadays, huh? Talk about an understatement! That whack job actually took my little girl to that floating city with him. I bet that he's soft towards her. I get that he's soft towards her, but that's no excuse for exposing her to danger. That's fair. And as if that wasn't bad enough, he let that redhead scumbag get near her too. That utter cretin isn't fit to be within 50 args of my darling Tita. Never mind actually getting friendly with her. So, you don't like a god, huh? Don't you speak that filthy name in front of me ever again. Oh, when I'm finished with him, he'll wish he'd never been born. He might have survived that last onslaught, but we'll see how far he fares against even more powerful unit, won't he? Kevin's just like, oh shit. I get the feeling this is a matter we'd better not pry into? I thought the same, so I don't know any more about it than you do. Incidentally, Professor Russell you're more familiar with is currently vacationing abroad. And such, she has been assisting us with this case in his place. Oh, I see. Are you two listening to me? Of course. Sorry. Well, whatever. This staircase sure is long. How much further do we have to go? Not much, as far as I know. Yep, there we go. A dead end? I hope you got a good explanation for this. I do. This isn't a dead end, but to go any further, I'm going to need you to undertake a ritual of sorts for me. Now, this certainly took a turn for the strange. Is this an example of the church's famous thaumaturgy? Sure. Something like that, yeah. Specifically, I would like you to undertake a form of suggestion. I'm not sure I follow. You want us to promise not to tell anyone what we see here, right? It's a little extreme, so no. Colonel is obviously going to need to report what happens here to his superiors for one thing. All I want you to do is promise that you won't tell anyone who you aren't certain you can trust. I don't need you to say it, I just need you to think and believe it. Weird, but alright. If that's all you want us to do, so be it. I feel the same way. Should we deliberately repeat it in our minds, then? You don't even need to do that, it should just be completely natural to you. Alright, here we go! In the name of she who dwells above, do I hold this constricted septum. Space golden's glow, conscious silver glow. By your opposing natures, reveal to them the path that leads to your sacrament. What? How did that door appear? Magic! You live in a world full of magic. How is this surprising to you? Thank you both for your assistance. I can see that you were true to your word. Ah, I see. So if we just said it but didn't really mean it, we wouldn't be able to see anything, right? Yet I can hardly believe what happened. I imagine it would be uncouth of me to ask how all this works. Yeah, I really rather you didn't. Anyway, come on in. It's literally magic in this world. Flying, like, magical airships with laser beams, monsters. You can shoot fire out of your literal hand, or mouth, or eyes, or anything. Door just appears out of a wall. Oh my god. What sort of trickery is this? Wow. Unbelievable. All these years I had no idea such a place lay hidden beneath the Grancel Cathedral. Well, it's not exactly something we publicize. It was built in accordance with the agreements between the church and the royal family. It has but one purpose, to suppress the power of ancient artifacts and keep their influence in check. I see. Its importance to Gralsritter is quite clear then. I assume there are similar ones in places other than Liberl too. Well, I won't deny it. Anyways, we call this place a primal ground. Now that's a deep name if I've ever heard one. Is the original ground the others are based on in Arteria? Dots? I'll take that as a yes. Hey, I'm not confirming anything. I was just thinking how much you take after the other Professor Russell is all. Oh, I'll thank you not to associate me with him. He might trump me a little in the theoretical side of things, but when it comes to the practical side of orbital science, I can beat him in my sleep. And I was the one who designed the fundamental systems of the Capel and the Arcel, you know. Really nice. But I think we're getting off topic here. This is the object in question, right? That's correct. It was pulled up 3 days ago from the area where the Liberl Ox sank, and we believe it to be an artifact. I would like to save. 3 days prior, roughly at the center of the Valor Lake. Where the Liberl Ox sank. Or Liber Arc. Not liberal, Liber. Kitty! Damn, sun's going down already, huh? If this spot turns out to be a bust, we're probably gonna have to call it quit for today. We can only hope. Professor Russell is certain that this is the area where we should be looking. Yep. If she says it's here, it's here. Fortunately, as you know, Valor's Lake's about as deep as a lake can get. Depending on how small the thing we're looking for is, actually finding it could still be a rather real task and a half. Huh. It's likely to be small, though. All our readings suggested we're dealing with quite a large object, I believe. Oh, I wouldn't judge its size based off of those. Ah, Professor. Hey there, kiddo. Finished getting us a new estimated location? Just about. It'd be real swell if you knocked it off with a kiddo, though. I'm not sure if it's the most appropriate way to address a married woman, much less one who's already popped out a child. That is an extremely valid point. Sorry, but old habits die hard, you know. Hard to make the switch from when I've been calling you that since you've about knee high. Also, popped out a child sounds like something I would say. So I think me and Erica are gonna get along just fine. Well, I'll let you off this time. Back to work. Can you ask your subordinate to stand down for the time being, Colonel? Is this the spot then? Were you able to calculate exactly where the object is? give or take an ARG, yeah. Judging by the readings, what we're trying to pull up isn't all that big either. Probably around 5 regs, maybe even less. Or 50 reg. Reg?
You serious? Thought we were dealing with a real monster, not something the size of Antony. Oh, the cat.
Meow. Still, if it does turn out to be an artifact, this could be problematic. Unfortunately, the church isn't going to want to let us keep it, that's for sure. I really can't stand them. No matter how hard you work to get your hands on something, the second it turns out to be an artifact, they swoop in like it's their goddess-given right to have it. It takes me off.
Easy there. We don't know for sure that this is even an artifact yet.
Regardless, I'll pass on the message to my subordinates right away. I'll leave the rest to you, Gustav.
You got it. Let's see what we're dealing with here. Are we dealing with a save spot? Because I would like that. That is a crane game claw. Get me a Mario plushie, please.
Okay, that's the spot. Go on ahead.
Yes, man. Begin the salver operation. I'd throw in a quote from Rex here, but to be quite honest, I don't remember any.
The sound just fills me with dread. Does the salvage crane sound like it's in poor condition to you? Oh, that's not really what I meant. It just brings back... I just can't bring myself to like artifacts, you see. We can't explain how they have the power they do, but they have it, and it's not something we can ignore either. As a researcher, I can barely imagine anything more frustrating. Even when we can't help but be captivated by them, we're well aware that any attempt to solve their mystery is pointless. I see. When you put it that way, I can understand to a degree how you must feel. Half a year has passed since all the chaos came to end. On the surface, we're back to normal. But even now, we still don't know what truly happened here or what it signified. Yeah, not that I was here to see it all happen, of course.
Crane's arms reach the bottom of the lake. I'm gonna attempt to grip the object. Swing and a miss. Moving 30 reg to the right.
There we go.
Yep, we got it. Want me to pull it up?
Please do.
No, just stay there. Just to hold it. You know, caress it a little bit for a couple of days.
The moment of truth, huh?
It's Cthulhu. Here we go.
What?
Oh my.
I see. Still looking at it. Correct. There were oral readings covered from the artifact when we found it, but not anymore. And I'm sure I don't need to spell out the significance of that, do I?
No, it's plain as day why you decided to stay and wait for me now. If an artifact has lost its power, it's exempt from the traditional agreement governing them and doesn't need to be given to the church. That's it.
You already understand me so well. We cut right to the chase then. The oral readings disappeared just before we handed the artifact over to the cathedral, as it so happened. It's currently being looked after here, but the formal procedures to transfer ownership have yet to be completed, making its legal owner unclear. So, in your expert opinion, what should be done here?
This is a tricky one. I'm assuming Liberl wants to assert ownership of it in this scenario, right?
If anything, it's the professor here who wants to do that. I'm merely here accompanying her as the representative of the Royal Army. The only reason it's not lying at the bottom of the Verillier Lake right now is because of ZCF's salvage efforts. I'd say we have every right to keep it personally. From what I've heard, it's completely impossible to analyze an artifact that's no longer active. I don't see how it'd be any use to you on your research as things stand now. But you sure you want it that badly? Oh, absolutely! We're talking about an object found at the site of where a massive flying city used to be. I might not have seen it happen, but it sounds like something or everything we thought we knew about the world was more or less proven wrong. You know, by the truth that you people in the church have kept hidden for the past, I don't know, 1,000 years?
Dots.
As for the Ouroboros group, they don't make much more sense than you guys. The more I hear about their advancements in technologies, the less I can work out how that's even possible. I don't know what the truth is or what's really happening here in this land, but I can't stand by and feign disinterest in knowing the answers anymore. I'm far from alone. So as long as there's the slightest chance that artifact could shed light on what I want to know, I want it. I think you've made your point, Professor. It's not as though interrogating him will achieve anything. True enough. Well, you heard what I got to say. It's not up to you to tell us what you're going to do. Will you hand over the lump of metal or won't you? Well, the brief hesitation was all it took to spawn a great evil. Dots? Who is she? Oh, no way. It's crawled through the fields, run through the hills, and spread disaster in the skies above. An excerpt from the Books of Ezra, verse 2, Disaster Unleashed. I apologize for delaying coming, Father Graham.
I'm gonna go with Reus right now, but let me know if that's completely wrong.
My name is Reus Argent, and I am a squire of the Gralsritter. I look forward to working under you.
Dots.
I didn't think we'd end up having more company. Wait a second. Is something the matter? Is that how they think they can get me? Is it? They can't just bribe me so easily. I'm better than that. Maybe I underestimated the Gralsritter. They think they can break my will to fight by sending a girl like you my way, do they? But I'm not going down so easily because I got a secret up on my own. Behold, the most powerful force in the universe!
That is so goddamn adorable. Is that... That's Tita, isn't it?
How cute. Isn't she? Isn't she? I bet you just want to jump into the photo and squeeze her like a stuffed toy right now, don't you? I should have known a cutie patootie like you would be able to appreciate the same qualities in others. Anyway, that's why no matter how freaking adorable you may happen to be, you can't take me down because I got a natural immunity. I beg your pardon, but I'm afraid I'm not really following. You keep saying that someone is cute, but are you referring to me? Who else would I be talking about? Yeah, it's definitely not Kevin or Sid over there. Get such an aura of maturity about you, yet your features still have this irresistible trace of innocence to them. And then they throw you into a sister's habit to compliment it like a cherry on top. That's the most flattering habit I've ever seen. If it didn't have my protective field, I'd be in real danger here. But why are you looking at me like that? I'm just saying. Might I inquire as to the identity of the people with you, Father Graham?
Sure. The lady's Professor Erica Russell of ZCF, while the gentleman is Lieutenant Colonel Sid of the Royal Army. Seriously though, Father Graham, really?
Ah, so you're the people who initially discovered the artifact then. Thank you for your cooperation in our work. We'll take over looking after it from here on out. That will be all. Wait a... What?
Hold on a minute, we haven't finished deciding what to do with it yet.
Perhaps not, but my intentions was to save you the time and effort required to do so by making the correct judgment myself. Whether it has lost its power or not, that is no ordinary artifact. It is potentially related to one of the Septarians. I'm surprised that you even humored the option of letting an outsider take custody of it.
I mean...
Well, you sure know how to pick a fight. Go on then. What legal bias do you have for taking it from us? The agreement with the church quite clearly says the artifact that has lost their power are exempt from the usual rules. I have no legal basis, but you have no more of one for keeping it. If we are following the agreement to the letter, no one is allowed to assert ownership of inactive artifacts. It belongs to neither you or me. It is simply an abandoned object with no owner whatsoever. What? So all you got is, I don't need a reason, it's mine, and that's final? To put it bluntly, yes. Well, if that's how you want to play it. What's your take on it, Kevin Graham? Well, by all means.
Me? I thought I'd be kicked out of this conversation. Well, I can't say I don't want to take it back to Arteria with us. But after all the help Liberl's given us, I feel kind of bad just snatching it from them without even giving them a valid reason. Both arguments have a degree of merit, but neither is clearly more correct. I'm not quite sure how you'll solve this one. You do know that you're smack dab in the middle of this too, right? Whoa. What is it?
Why do you both look so surprised? What do you mean, why? You do not hear that?
Hear what? Oh, that was Erica.
Wait, oh.
Oh, it's like a bloomin' onion. Is that Sam put the cube in my chest?
Wow. Oh, no way. Thing wasn't giving off any orbital readings at all anymore. Zero. Zip. Why is it suddenly active again? Dots, I believe that settles our dispute.
It sure does. So the real artifact was inside, huh? I never seen one quite like it. Looks like a box of some kind, or a cube, maybe. You want me to press a button, or are we waiting? You want me to press a button.
Oh.
Dots. I'd like to thank you two for your cooperation in the recovery of this artifact. In accordance with the pact of the church, I, Kevin Graham, will be assuming custody of it from here on out. You, and all who aided you, have the Septian Church's deepest appreciation. Can I save? It's been a while. And they started mowing across the street, and I like to stop now. No? Okay, no, just, that's fine. That's fine. It's been almost an hour. Whew, I thought we'd never get an escape. Erica sure doesn't know when to quit. That's a kind way of putting it. I couldn't believe what I was hearing right at the end, though. Just as I thought she'd max out her crazy talk, the spew she goes and shouts, well, if you're going to be taking that, then I'll be taking her. I thought Annalise was a one-of-a-kind cuteness freak, but she might actually have some stiff competition.
Annalise?
Oh, sorry, she's a girl I met while I was here the last time. She's a bracer, about your age, I think.
Oh.
Reese?
Yes?
You're not, mad at me, are you? Not keeping in touch with you? Oh, god damn it. Did you, date her?
Father Graham.
Yes?
5 years is a long time. Just as you have changed and progressed in the ranks significantly during those years, so have I. The Reese Argant standing before you is a squire of the Gralsritter, not the girl you once knew. I'm here to serve and protect you, nothing more.
Come on, Reese.
You need not concern yourself with how I feel. If you do not treat me as a subordinate, then there is little reason for me to be serving you. And with that talk out of the way, we need to board the last international liner out of Grancel, don't we? We should start making our way to the landing port.
Wait a sec. Are you hungry? Was that your...
Dots? It was a figment of your imagination.
Huh.
You seem to be tired, Father Graham. I see no other explanation as to why you're hearing sounds that clearly do not exist in reality. I think you have to try and have some rest when we reach the ish. As I was saying, I think you ought to try and have some rest.
Don't even try to tell me that one was my imagination. Man, for a second I thought you changed, but you haven't. Not one bit. You're still the same perpetually hungry Reese I didn't remember.
This is just simply psychological. This is a physiological phenomenon. My lack of control is proof that I still have plenty of training ahead of me. I can only apologize for my own ability.
Since when would not being able to turn off your stomach become something you have to apologize for? Besides, I wouldn't have you have any other way. You're forever gonna be the girl who is always getting caught sneaking into the kitchen trying to stuff her face to me.
I'll be going ahead.
Wait a sec.
You're in my way, please move.
I'm sorry, okay? I didn't mean to push my luck. I just get carried away thinking of old times, that's all.
You have no reason to apologize, nor do I see any point in you doing so, because there are few things in the world that carry less weight than one of your apologies.
Oh, damn, finally biting back, huh? Well, while I've only got a 50-50 chance of you listening to me, can you knock it off with the Father Graham, or even Father for that matter?
For what reason?
I don't know if you're doing it because you feel like you have to, or because you want to act all distant, but there's no way I can get used to it, ever. It weirds me out. So please,
Call me Kevin, same as you always did. What if I refuse? Then I'll beg you until you change your mind. I'll get down on my knees if I have to. You certainly would. Well, you know what they say, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. I know it's been a while since, but I'm way too set in my ways now. The one left me. Sorry, I didn't quite get that. I think she said you're the one that left her. It was nothing. Still, I can't very well refuse an order from my superior, so... Oh no, you're not playing that game. It's not an order, it's a favor. Very important distinction. Blah. You're so selfish, Kevin. Ha! There we go! That's what I wanted! But just so we're clear, even if I've changed how I address you, the fact that I'm your subordinate hasn't changed in the slightest. Don't forget that. Yeah, I know. We can talk like we used to, but there's no way to turn back the clock to the way things used to be. Oh, and one more thing. We still got some time until the last airship arrives, or leaves, so how about we head over to the department store in the East Block? We can grab you something to eat. I like the sound of that. I propose buying all the bread that they have left. I didn't know you were that hungry. Did it become light out all of a sudden? Or there's like street lights? I thought you were joking when you said you were going to buy everything they had left. The girl behind the counter looked like she thought you were a freak of nature. And it's just another example of use of divine providence. It's better that they are bought by someone who intends to consume them than have the poor thing be thrown away. Yeah, you're a real bleeding heart, but that much? I hope you're not spending your entire salary on food. I'll have you know that you have nothing to worry about. There are a few people in the world who know how to make better use of sales and special offers than I. Well, whatever makes you happy, it's not my business how you blow your mirror on at the end of the day. Well, still, I'll give you that my getup is right up the top of the suspicious charts. I'm pretty sure anyone would be confused if a woman in a sister's habit came wandering through the shop after dark to buy out the leftovers. Oh, stop your grumbling. It's almost time for us to leave. We should make our way over to the landing port. Not sure how much longer my stomach can wait. Yes, ma'am. Dots? Is something... Oh, we're being followed. Sorry, the stomach of yours is gonna have to wait a little longer. Unbelievable. Or unforgivable. I don't know who this fiend is, but as long as I don't kill them, I can go as far as I like, right? I sympathize, but you might want to calm down a little bit. Still, whoever they are, they're not very good at tailing people. Quite. I doubt they have much experience. They do seem to have undergone some degree of training, however. Yeah. Oh well. Sad to say, we're gonna have to skip today's last airship out of here. You know a good place to strike? Oh, I do. I know the perfect place. Is it the save point? No? No, it's the factory district? Is that the dude from Gilbert? Where did they go? Yeah, it is the dude. I saw them enter this area, I'm sure of it. It was you, huh? What? How? How did you discover my stealth abilities are high to perfection? Haha, you're just like I remember. You're still way too sure of yourself. Who might he be? Well, he's technically part of Ouroboros. He's about as low ranking as a member you can get, though. I see, he does look the part. How dare you! I'll have you know, I'm very much on the up. As for you, what do you mean he does look the part? He couldn't look more like a nobody if he tried. You're the kind of person who constantly throws himself into things too big to handle and ends up sabotaging himself without anyone lifting a finger. And you refuse to learn from any of your failures too. Damn, I'm gonna like you. What? You haven't lost your touch. Rehearse how accurately you were able to judge his character after talking to him for, what, like a second? I didn't even need him to talk. He oozes irrelevance from his every pore. Yo, cocky, aren't you? Well, let's see how long that cockiness lasts. Oh, that was fast. Dude, there's a giant-ass sword? A Templar sword. So that's what you picked? Just like you chose a bow gun as your weapon of choice, I chose a Templar sword for mine. That's all there is to it.
Gotcha.
Impossible. What did you just do? I don't even know how I got hit.
It's a weapon used by the Gralsritter called the Templar Sword. The blade is made up of multiple pieces held together by wire. Oh, so it's like Ivy Sword that let the user extend it at will. Anyways, it's time those lips started flapping. What's a wanted criminal like you doing here in Grancel? How much of your business do you know? Or our business?
Why should I have to answer to you? Ah! You don't know when to give up. Start talking now.
FYI, she's not in a good mood. And you don't want to make her any madder.
It looks like I only got one option. I'm so sorry, forgive me. I'm only here because I crash landed. I didn't want anyone to come here. And after I did, I happened to see you two, so I decided to follow you, I swear.
Maybe I misjudged him. There might be more to him than meets the eye, in a sense. That's a nice way of putting it. So go on, keep talking. You said you crash landed here. Does that mean there's an Ouroboros ship somewhere near here that you came on?
No, there isn't. I did crash land, but it wasn't on board an airship. It was on board this!
What the?
He has an arcanism. Not so irrelevant now, am I? So then what you can do, G-Pachi. Mow them down!
Yeah, I'd like to save. Like at some point. Alright, let's look at Reese here. Got healing, shocking, got other elements as well. We got crafts, we got arc fencer, holy blessing. You don't have an S break. Okay, well let's try this, I guess. That's pretty good. Over here, we'll do immortal punishment.
Let's end this.
Whoa.
Charge complete.
You froze her! That's rude. Oh, that's probably not good. He's not very good at his job. Oh. Shoot, damage in that. Ow! She unfrozen yet? Does not look like. Guess healer. Probably unfroze her, but I'd rather she be at full health or close to full health as possible. So she seems to be a physical fighter, given her EP levels down there. Oh, we can't get there? Okay. I guess move up as close as possible. Then you can do a line damage. Kevin, just do the mortal punishment again.
Let's end this.
I really don't like it when they like make you sit like an hour through stuff without a cutscene. I get it, but they could have they could have gave me a part like 40 minutes in. They were like, hey, here's a save point. Sure. Let's see what it looks like.
No way.
Neat. Oh, you're lined up, so next time, if I have any available, I can use it. You only 18, so... Yeah, we're gonna go after Gilbert first, because he's the weakest one. And then we'll worry about the big-ass machine there. Now, hopefully Gilbert doesn't have anything too impressive or worrisome. I thought he was dead already, huh? Bullet barrage. That's a fair amount of damage. Let's see. How much is this gonna do? Blue Ascension, yeah. 2,000. Not too bad. Critical mode. So it's probably gonna do less then. How much was this doing? See, more than our arc fencer.
it's a little better than his basic attack. Soul Blur. Wow, that was like no damage. Alright, how much was this doing?
No way.
It is actually lower than your basic attack. That's interesting. And you're dead. Woo.
Pitiful souls, may you rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace, souls. Thank you for all that, Septith, I guess. No! Curse you! Do you have any idea how much I had to go through to earn that? You really are full of surprises, aren't you? Professor, you sure know how to get the best out of that thing. Not at all. I'm still got a lot to learn. Especially if I want to be half as good as my sister. Still, I'm no different. Kevin, Anyway. I wager you're out of tricks now, so you ready to give up and come quietly? If you don't try and cause any trouble, I'll hand you over to the soldiers here and leave it at that. You're planning to hand me over to the Royal Army? That's your best option. If you really want us to take you back to Arteria instead, that's cool with me. But if you go with, if we go with that one, I can't guarantee your safety. I'll leave you that one to you. Eek. Huh. Again? What was that? This thing again? It starts glowing so randomly. Maybe it's reacting to something? What is that thing? What are you planning on doing? Nothing to you, don't worry. Shut up for a second. What is up with this thing? So the time to begin is finally upon us. I'm assuming it's Masked Man. Oh. No. Who the hell are you? Huh? What? When did you... It's a pleasure to see you again, Kevin Graham. Traverser of the pathless darkness, repenting on his transgressions with the sin of a stigma forever on his back. Who the hell are you? Wah! Kevin! Thus my lord was revived. Okay, I did not see that. Come forth, okay. You know what? You can read it on your own. I save yet? Great. Fantastic. Huh? What happened? Why did I... Where am I? Hey, Reese. Hey, Reese, are you okay? What's going on? Huh? Kevin? Where are we? Oh, I'm glad you're okay. How are you feeling? Any pain? I feel sick. You do? My stomach's going to implode if I don't get any food soon. I'm starting on all the food we brought. Sure, I normally just be just as down for food as you are, but come on. Is that really what you should be thinking about right now? There's nothing in the world more important or fundamental than eating. But if we must change the subject, I remember a strange man appearing, then the cube glowing white all of a sudden. Then... Yeah, I don't remember any more than that either. Take a look around us. That's a lot of big books. Gigantic books. Stone bookcases? Are we inside some kind of ruin? No, wait. What? A nice tree. Also, nice dungeon layout, too. I don't see any treasures, though. The Hermit's Garden! Well, I feel like I'm at home here. That's a lie. I don't have a garden. My attempt at a garden was dug up by squirrels. I love squirrels, so I can't be too mad. Well, I'm kind of pissed off that they ate all my goddamn vegetable seeds. Anyways, yeah. So much of this being an easy assignment. The Gralsritter? I thought we were done with the prologue already. Yes, I would like to save. Good God. I'm gonna save and go, that's it for this goddamn episode. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, press like below. If you're not subscribed yet, why don't you have my videos so you can check out some of the content, see if it's to your liking. Once again, thank you for watching. I hope you all have a great day.